Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my hidden waterfall base tutorial house thingy. You can make it into really whatever you want. You could make it hidden with pistons, you could do any sort of fancy number of things, but this is just a variant of the build I have made with some prismarine blocks. Of course, if you don't have those materials, you can always replace them with something else, but I've made this sort of a medium-sized one. You can make it giant, small, whatever you want to do, but I show you tips and tricks on how to build it, and this exact build right here that you see. So if you want to copy it along with the seed or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's get to the tutorial. Alright, well, before we get started, I have just built this one just for, the sake of me knowing what I'm doing, but this is just a good reminder of what you can sort of do. So this is just one way I've dug it out. Now, of course, every time you do this build, it's going to be a little bit different because you're drilling out your own cave, but this is just one way I've done it, so I'm going to fill all this back in and make a new one. So, see you there. Alright, so for this build, you're going to need to find some sort of cliff, something like that, and you want to just make sure it's a big enough area to do your house. You can make it as big or as small as you'd want. You can even make it a little tiny one if you wanted to, a mini one, or you can make a big one like this. I'd say this is about medium. You need all the materials from my hotbar below. Of course, you don't have to use a prismarine if you don't have that, or you can't find it or something. You can always just use cobblestone and wood or whatever. It really doesn't matter. You can mix it up, do whatever you want. But these are all the blocks I am using. I'm just going to scroll over them slowly because even I am not super familiar with them. Not the grass or the stone, but those are just there because I was filling all of this in. For my sake of sanity, I've already dug this out. So all you have to do is go up to a cliff face and you just dig it back some like this, so that when you put the water in there, well, I guess you're going to need water buckets. So when you put the water in there, it'll start to flow down. And then where it's going to flow down, you need to drill one down. And I've already put prismarine bricks like this. And then on the area where it's gonna fall, I put this polished andesite stuff, and I think it looks pretty nice, just sort of surrounding the area where it falls down. And you're gonna take your water like this, and it's pretty simple. You just sort of, if you're in survival, you're gonna have to build up like this or something, and then you just take your water and you're just going to, I'm just gonna break that because I'm in creative, haha. And you just put your water back here like this. And your water is going to flow down like that. And basically, you're going to end up with a nice little waterfall-esque type thing. And basically with this, you're just going to dig it back some. And again, it really does not matter how much you're digging it back or anything like that. But you do want to leave that layer right there. That's going to be your floor. So you just sort of dig it back as far as you really want to. I wouldn't dig it up any closer than sort of how I'm doing it right here. I'm going to do a 4 high ceiling, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And there's really no set method to doing this. You just sort of drill it back, and it'll be a lot easier once I can actually hop inside here and show you guys what I'm doing. So I dug that out too high over there. I'm just going to sort of jump inside here, and again, we are just digging this back. The shape, I cannot stress this enough. It is not important. I did miss a couple blocks up there. Sorry, guys. I just had to do that because, I don't know, I just wanted to make the waterfall part easy because it would be hard to show you guys how to do it and do it on camera, but it's not like it's hard to do. It'd just be a pain in the butt to get that part right on camera. But it's pretty simple to do, really. You just dig out that little slot and then throw the water in there and you make a waterfall. You can put it on a mountain. You can put it really anywhere you want. But I'm just going to fill that into about right there, I think. Yeah. On the edges of the waterfall is the only place you have to sort of be careful on because you don't know how big you don't know where the wall's gonna. You don't want. Well, I'm stumbling on my words. You don't want to make the blocks you're using to build stick out of the waterfall. You don't want some diorite out here or something. You want it all sort of contained within the build, so it just looks sort of natural, and it's not it's not 100% hidden, and it's really not supposed to be. I guess you could do that. You could put some stone behind it and have some sort of piston trick, and you could do something like that, but that's not really my style of building. Again, there's no set way to dig this out. I am just randomly digging this out, and hopefully we get some sort of big shape that we like. But yeah, I'm just gonna sort of dig this out. You guys don't need to watch me do this, and I will show you the finished product. By the way, if you want to look, does it even do the seed? No, I'm going to have to do /seed. There you go. So if you guys want to see the seed, I'm on Minecraft 1.10.12? No, 1.10.2. Wait. Yeah, 1.11.2. There we go. So if you're on the PC, 1.11.2, you can see that seed right there. You can pause and get the seed. Anyways, I'm gonna dig this back, and so I've just done some sort of ooh, what happened there? Did your friend die? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to push you out. I'm gonna have to evict you. Get out of here, birdie. Get out of here. Alright. Anyways, so you're gonna have a shape something like this. Again, it does not really matter what it looks like, but that's what I've done. Also, these sea lanterns, they're nice for light, but you don't have to use them. I'm just gonna use them right now for your sake, so you can sort of see what I'm doing. I don't know why that water is falling on that block. Why is that doing that? That's weird. I'm gonna have to modify it. See, you just gotta do stuff on the fly with this build. So I'm gonna take these prismarine bricks, and I'm going to outline the area where the water is falling, and then just sort of do the same thing for all of this. So some areas like that, I didn't really like that because it's 2, and it sort of connects, and it doesn't look like an outline right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make that 3 because it's just bothering me. OCD. I don't even know if that's OCD. I don't even know if that's just like me liking it to be neat, because I know some like extreme forms of OCD where it's pretty bad. Anyways, the floor is going to be prismarine, so just go ahead and fill in your outline if you're doing these materials with prismarine. There we go. Once that's done, it's a very beautiful block. I am on the faithful 32x32 texture pack, but it just emulates like normal Minecraft textures, but just makes them a little bit denser pixel-wise, which I like. So the floor, or not the floor, says floor, looks at ceiling. This ceiling is going to be made out of polished andesite. I'm going to get those rocks down eventually, so just fill in your ceiling. And like over here, you just want to break it and make sure you outline it correctly. And this ceiling is just going to all be polished andesite. So I'm going to do that and come back. And we have a polished andesite ceiling. So the material I'm going to be using for a... Man, he really wants it. All right, you know what? Yeah, you're in, man. You have been trying really hard. So I'm just gonna let him, her, and whatever it is. Anyways, I'm gonna take this polished diorite, and I'm just gonna sort of outline some areas. Like right here, would be a good example. If this was one block out, and I put stuff out here, it would look like that. And that's a no-no. But just polished diorite is just gonna sort of outline some segmentation of wall. This is a good example of something you would want to fix. So all you would have to do really is just put that there, and then that would be fixed. Pretty simple. But you just take your polished diorite, and you can just put it in like random places on the wall. Places you feel like a support would go if there was like an actual support system in Minecraft. There's no real there's no really like set method to doing this. It's just sort of what you feel like would look good. And then the empty areas in the wall that you didn't fill in, you're going to fill in with diorite like this. So I'm going to do that really quick, and there we go. So now we have the walls done. I've grabbed the interior materials, and we're going to get started on this. So first things first, we are going to need a little bit of lighting in here. You can just add these little blocks wherever you want along the like rim of the ceiling, I guess you could call it. And that will just provide some nice light. I'm going to put these like one away. And then we'll just do one in the center here, here, and here. That should give pretty sufficient lighting. You can do whatever you want. You could put some trapdoors there or something. Whatever pleases you the best. And right here, I don't even know if that's right. Whatever pleases you the best. That doesn't sound right. Anyways, we can put some sea lanterns over here, and we can fill those in. And put some spruce leaves on top of those. Spruce, I found, looks the best with this build block theme. So if you're not using these blocks, you might want to use something else. But if you are, then I would highly recommend using some spruce wood. And just for the sake of the spruce, we are going to put a sapling in there. You can throw down a chest. You probably saw that right before I showed you how to do this. For some actual chest storage, let's just go ahead and do that right here. And then put some spruce stairs, just so you can open the top chest. And we will go ahead and line this. Again, if you don't have this many sea lanterns, you could use glowstone. You could use just really anything. I'm just doing this because I think it looks the best. And because I am on creative, I do not really have any sort of set limit for how much crap I can build. We could just do a bunch of furnaces here. So just some furnace area. You are going to need bed. You're going to need bed. You're going to need some beds, probably, if you're going to be sleeping here. And what's cool is you could definitely do something like this and have like a third bed up here. No, maybe you have to be on solid blocks, don't you? Ooh. I have an idea. We could do crafting tables, and then throw the bed down. Trick the game. Wow, what a bunch of tricksters, am I right? And then put trapdoors like that. You could have 3 beds, and you could do like, you could do something cool. You could do some ladder. Ooh, I can't spell. You could just put some ladders on the side or something. I don't know. I mean, you can get creative with it. Oh! I'm gonna make it. I have to. I don't think there's a way to make that. Anyways, you can get funky with it. Do whatever you want, really. It's not super important to do it any specific way. We're gonna do chests like that. Then we're going to do some trap chests, which aren't the same. I just have a nice little storage area, something like that. And just so it doesn't bother me, we'll do some symmetrical lighting there. You're probably gonna need crafting tables somewhere in the build. A crafting table right there. We can do an ender chest right there. How much space do we have here? We could do some glowstone like that. Oh, wait, no. An illegal sea lantern. Illegal sea lantern. I forgot what that was called. An illegal sea lantern netherwart farm. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Like, that's a pretty basic block. That's been around forever. And I forgot it. I feel silly. I feel silly. And then we have an illegal netherwart farm. You could do that. You could put some trapdoors over it if you don't like that. And you could have some sort of... I might as well bring another block over it. Hopefully that isn't... Okay, good. You could just bring in a whole other block over and you could have a giant little... giant little, that's an oxymoron. Giant little illegal netherwart sea lantern farm thing. You can take some water, put a cauldron, put the water in there. You can take a lever, throw the lever on top, make it look like some sort of facade faucet. Although it's really not a faucet at all. You could do like a full little... I keep saying these oxymorons. Someone pointed that out to me recently that I'm using a lot of oxymorons. Actually not. Actually one in particular. And it made sense though. It made sense. And then you could just do that, and you could have an infinite water source right there. This wall is sort of bare, so, what can we put over here? Give me a second. Well, it appears that most of that is actually to the surface, so what we're going to have to do here is just put some random books, and then probably an anvil, just in spirit of the books. Even though that doesn't really work for an enchantment room, you could repeat the same thing right here just for symmetry's sake. And then do that. And then take some paintings and put some paintings on them. And make it look real nice and fancy. Okay, that's bothering me. I'm just going to do it like this. Maybe this... Oh, no, I can't do the same one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, my... No! That's just... The struggle of paintings. I cannot wait until they add that in the update where they make it not so crappy. You could put another crafting table over here. You could do an ender chest. I think we have one of those somewhere, actually. Yeah, we do. We can do another one. Why not? I mean, honestly, it's not really that big of a deal to have more than one ender chest. But I don't know. You guys can get fancy with it. Decorate whatever you want. Be sure to show me the inside on Twitter. Link to that's in the description below. If you are new to my wonderful channel and you'd like to subscribe and become part of a giant awesome community, click that subscribe button. You get notified, hopefully if YouTube works, when I upload a video. And you can come on here and be one of the first to witness one of my great builds. They're not actually that great, but I like them. They're pretty simple, and this thing looks pretty cool from the outside, in my opinion. If you wanted to hide it more, you could always put the grass. Put the grass. Anyways, but yeah, subscribe if you're new. If you like this tutorial, let's try to get 1,000 likes. I think that's pretty... I think that's possible, guys, right? Right? I hope, maybe. Anyways, if you guys liked the video... Actually, I just said that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, send me the picture of this build or any of the builds you do on Twitter. Link to that's in the description. Link to shaders, music. All of that fun stuff is in the description. That is a mouthful. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this build, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial. All right.